hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hopefully my microphone is... Oh, it looks like it's working. India, you talk?
Hello.
Yeah, it's all good.
Brilliant. Good morning, everyone. Good.
Anna.
Morning.
Anna morning. Welcome to the stream. Today it's going to be both of us on voice, but just me on screen.
Yes, I have an assignment that I need to do today, fast. And so I am working on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I am sleepy though. Oh, I had really weird dreams. I had a dream that Buffy needed to get one of her legs removed, and it was really sad.
Oh no.
But she was also like she did great after the operation, and she was running around and having a great time. And then we had to infiltrate some kind of house to like steal some plans. I don't know. I guess I was also a spy.
I mean, with Buffy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And my dad was there.
Was he with or against us?
With us.
Okay.
He was helping us.
Was he in the van?
No, I think he was looking over plans or something.
Okay.
But we all got caught by the people in the house. But they were so unintimidated by us, they were like, you can continue investigating us if you want during this house party that we're throwing. But you're not going to find anything. And we're like, oh, won't we? We'll see about that.
So, did you manage to succeed in your plan?
I don't know, I woke up.
Oh no.
I know, right? I woke up just as I was sassing one of them.
I think that's why we have such difficulty finishing stories.
What, because we wake up too early from dreams?
Yeah, dreams always end, so we don't know how to resolve anything. I guess the waking hours are how you resolve it. I'm just looking at Ula's recent animations, so good. I'm gonna give it a little retweet.
And the story for you, how did it turn out? Well, what I would have liked to have happened was we find something and then we show it to them in front of all the house guests. And we're like, gotcha! And they're like, no! And then we take them aside and we explain why working for the bad guys is so bad. And we explain the bad guys' secret plan to betray them too. And they're like, oh no, we'll join your side. We feel humiliated by the fact you have bested us.
Oh.
Please let us join your side. We're so sorry. You're the best investigators ever. And then we'd be like, okay, but only on a trial basis. You have to get us coffees.
You're on oh, what's it called when you're on a trial basis? A temporary
temporary position? Freelance?
Yeah, but it's a something period.
Trial period? Preliminary period?
Preliminary? Probation? It's kind of like probation.
Probation, yeah.
No, it's when you get a job though. And you do the first month, but that's something.
I don't know. That's Millhouse.
First month. A job pros and cons being a probationary employee. I guess it is probation period. It is that. Okay.
Intern?
No, interns when that's different. Yeah, it's like a trial period. Anyway, Okay, let's switch over to setting up the screens and stuff. Oh, I forgot to make. Well, okay. I forgot to make our little models live, but some of you might have seen a video I put out and posted on Twitter yesterday. But let's
see him. Let's see him.
I'll put them on in a second. I still have to build it, so I have to introduce the idea of building it first. So if we swap over to here, yeah, and then let's move the screens around. So we got.
Oh no, Ula, we were talking about my dream. It didn't really happen. You guys have any cool dreams last night?
Ula says I wasn't listening.
Typical Ula.
Oh no. So yeah, here's the little breakfast nook corner I've created as part of the environment. So when the thing starts up now, it should point at this corner, or at least it's going to point at a different space from this, the one where we're usually like standing here. So let me just build and run that and see how that goes. I think I will need to I'll need to rehook up controllers in a proper way, because for some reason in the editor Doigelbear is player 1, but in the build he's player 2, so I continually have to like bum. I should fix this. I should just be able to force it, but what you gonna do? Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Ula says, I'm sorry, I was talking to my girlfriend. It will never happen again.
Never talk to her again. I hope she's doing okay. How is she? Now you have to talk to her because we're asking questions about her. So are you excited about the new Disney movie?
Nope.
Encanto. Yeah, I am. I think it looks cool. I only have one gripe, and it's one I have with a lot of Disney movies, which is that I wish they didn't all have Californian accents, the main characters, because it really takes me out of it feeling like it's meant to be a different place.
I'm just kidding when I said nope. I was like, I thought it looked pretty intriguing.
Like, especially when the characters which aren't the main characters, the periphery characters, especially when they have accents, but the main characters all sound like Valley Girls. I just wish they would at least try and put on accents.
Yeah, just to get that feeling of
Yeah, it just always
cohesiveness.
like it weirded me out in Moana. It weirded me out in Raya. It's weirding me out here. Like, if you're gonna set your story in a completely different place, then they can't all sound like Valley Girls. It just doesn't gel with me, that's all. But that's the only gripe I had with it. I think it looks cool. I'm excited about it.
So this is going to be our new welcome screen. Is going to be like a little 3D scene set up like this. So the stream now is like covered up with the Unity scene. So what we're going to be doing today, hopefully, is building out that with all the breakfast props and placing the characters and making sure that's all working. But one other new thing that I've introduced to to the overlay
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
give me a second. I've got too many things on my screen. Here we go.
With the big eyes and things. Disney's trademarks. Bella says she's good. She's playing some Switch before working. Sounds fun.
Oh, is it not working?
What do you mean it's not working? No.
Oh, it's not working.
How come?
It's not switching over. Oh, this is...
Oh man.
It's working in the other one. Is it because it hasn't registered the controller? Alright. Well, kill that then. We'll need to fix that. Sorry.
Oh man, there's no way you can show them.
I just have to undo the welcome thing.
Let's see. Amlet says, I'm wondering if it's because I'm getting old and jaded or that Disney Pixar movies just don't excite me because they seem so safe. The one movie I'm interested in is that mermaid one though. I have to see it. Which mermaid one? Are you talking about Luca or is there a different mermaid one I'm not aware of? I think it's very different from when we were kids. I think when I was a kid, the new Disney movie coming out was a huge deal. But I think it's a little bit to do with scarcity. Because back then, Disney were the only ones doing animated movies that were getting into theatres that I remember. Apart from perhaps Bluth. There were a lot of animated shows on TV and going to VHS, but there weren't a lot in the theatres. Whereas now, you have Sony Image, Sony Pictures, you have DreamWorks, you have Pixar, you have Disney, you have the ones who made Minions, whose name I've forgotten.
Are they closed? Are they the ones that closed down?
Maybe. There's so much of it, and I would agree that also the type of animation type of stories I really enjoy. I love action adventure, and a lot of them feel more emotionally focused, which isn't a bad thing. I just miss fighting dragons. That's all. Well, I mean, that's not really true. Because I think about 101 Dalmatians, and that wasn't like swords and stuff. That was just doggos trying to get home.
I liked Coco with the going to the underworld stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, I liked Coco. Yeah, no, I think disregard the thing I just said. I think I'm talking out my ass on that because thinking back on the Disney Pantheon, like they have like a nice balance of stuff. Yeah, I do like them stretching out and setting the animations in more places that are far off. It's nice to kind of try and visit other places through that. I just wish they weren't all so Americanized. You heard we're making toast for everyone. Yeah, maybe it's just oversaturation. Maybe it's just doesn't feel like there's one big thing coming out anymore because there are so many animated movies coming out every year. And it's awesome. Like, I'm really happy that we have more stuff, but I do also miss that feeling of of being like, there's a new Disney thing coming out, and everyone would be like really excited to see it.
Indeed, yeah. I don't know if it's just like, I think what I'm always looking for is a good story. It doesn't really matter what medium, like what type of animation it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good story wins over.
And let's say it's a weird thing to say, but the Disney Pixar movies also feel very perfected. Every frame, every note, every expression feels perfected to bring out a very specific emotion out of you, like they're manipulating the watcher. I mean, I think if you feel manipulated, it means that the movie's like, the movie wants to make you feel a certain way, and it's succeeding in that. It's a manipulation. Like we all have an unspoken contract when we go into a movie theater that we want to be moved and affected by it, and we kind of suspend our disbelief in order to help that happen when we're watching animated movies. So I'd say they, like, them succeeding is a manipulation, but maybe what you're thinking, what you're feeling is that it feels kind of disingenuous. Because if you can see the strings so clearly and it doesn't feel like it's coming from a genuine place, then it can feel like manipulation. For sure. I think the thing I get is that all of the acting feels very Americanized, and there's a very particular way that they show happiness and sadness. That can sometimes almost feel stock. But there are other times when parts of the movies really move me, and I think the animation is like absolutely stellar.
Okay, I've been avoiding talking because I was trying to get this set up, but it's only half working so far. But look, I can move my mouth.
Hey!
Hello.
Amazing.
But yeah, for some reason I can't control them. So I don't know what that's about. It was working yesterday. Yeah, he dabbed. So yeah, I wanted to get in on that Disney discussion, but I was trying to do it while I was trying to fix the stuff. So I'll just go for it.
Well, I'm done, so you go. If there's anything you wanted to say, go for it.
I wanna get I wanna get him moving his head and stuff. I don't know why he's not working. So let's investigate that.
Talking Doig is great. I don't know if you're able to adjust the sensitivity a little bit so that the mouth flaps are more accurate, but
yeah, I think I can, yeah. Why would he No, it's not tracking my head. It's all based on like gamepad controls. So it's like puppeteering.
yeah, it's not a VTuber setup. What it is it's literally just listening for noise in his microphone, and when it detects any kind of noise, it will open the mouth.
Yeah. So
because we did look into some VTuber stuff, and if you guys know of any which is like affordable and good, then maybe link us, because maybe we can use it. But the stuff we found was very expensive, like the face tracking software and everything. So we decided to just go with, hey, just do it like Muppets. When it hears sound, it opens the mouth.
yeah. Yeah.
I think if we could choose to do something to improve it, besides like adjusting the sensitivity, it would probably be that if it could detect certain sounds and assign a mouth shape to that sound. That'd be great.
So
That's not a bad idea, Habo. Habo says just cycle 3 or 4 shapes. It's not a bad idea. It would be a little abstract, but it would totally work.
I could do it based on volume. So I could have a larger mouth shape based on the volume, or I could just randomize it so it feels less flappy.
You could try both.
So I think you can see it on the right here.
The louder you get, the angrier you become. You really do amaze me with the stuff you do, Mike.
Do I?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Aww. Do I need to click here for it to move?
Yeah,
there we go.
exactly, Ula. If we could get it to register an O or an E, that'd be awesome. S's as well. That'd be great if it could detect those.
So this is what I was hoping I'd be able to put onto stream. Is I was working on getting his eye movements working, India. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can look over at your screen right now and see. Oh, that's great, you see? What do you think?
So you can kind of look around and stuff.
So before he would just turn his head, but I suggested having the eyes also slightly move so that it kind of creates the impression that his eyes are going first. They're not, but it feels more like they are.
And I was also trying to work on like getting his head turn to be more natural, so I was building that out of his animations, but I can't seem to get him to move the full extent of the head turn.
That's what I was about to say. I was going to say it feels like his head turn is more limited now, though.
Yeah, definitely. But I made it so much more like extreme than that. But it's cool. Like you can just be like, "Hey, how y'all doing?"
I think we're also going to add a little blink cycle, so it's got a little bit of keep alive.
I thought it might be cool to make a blink on clicking the thumbstick as well, so you can purposefully like close his eyes.
Make him wink.
You what? So you blink on 2 thumbsticks, but you wink on 1. Hello.
No, just you wink.
Hello.
On one. I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, if you wanted to control the eyes closing, then thumbstick is a good solution to that.
Yeah. Because then it's kind of mapped to the same area of your brain. You're like, I'm controlling the eyes with my thumb. You do Angie. I like this. I was trying this out yesterday. He's like looking at you from the side, like, oh. Don't talk to me, Miyangi. So yeah, having a lot of fun. See, I think what I've been inspired by is, you know, animatronics, and you can see them in like older films, and I think they probably still use it. Well, they used to have like almost what looked like radio controlled car controllers with all these buttons and stuff, and I was like, I kind of want that. So you can have all this range of motion, because one thing with VTubers that I notice is like they're very fixed in place. And
yeah, I get frustrated watching VTubers because it doesn't feel like the range of emotion or motion is enough, and it doesn't really communicate to me what they're trying to say.
Now, the benefit of that is that they can do something else at the same time, whereas this is more fixed. But this can have canned animations being triggered as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get that. I live in a different world here. Look at my counterpoint. Look, he's all static and stuff. You're broken.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Machito,
broken.
for the warmth and stretch. Pudim says, if I was to learn how to do this, what should I Google for tutorials? Is it on Blender?
If you were to learn how to
Do this.
Do which part of this?
I think the entire thing, like, have a 3D character.
Oh.
I mean, unless you want to clarify, Pudim, if there's any particular thing you wanted to learn. Because I would say I think that you should do a tutorial on it, Mike.
I was thinking of doing a post about what I was doing, but I can definitely include into that how I did it, for sure.
I think a lot of people would be interested in learning, like, how to do this for their own streams. Both getting the chat to react to stuff, like stuff you put in chat to be able to affect the stream, and also having characters that you can control with a controller.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Doig Bear is processing. Oh, the wave, that's cool. Yeah, I can do that. I can make a tutorial.
So what did you Google when you were learning how to do this? Because I'm assuming your tutorial is going to take a little bit for you to write.
So this is a blend of things. There is the interaction between Unity and Twitch, which I'm using a library called twitchlib.unity that you can download for free, and that covers how to get chat and point redemptions to interact with your Unity scene. And then the next part of it would be the character controller, which I looked at things by Brackeys on YouTube, and it's just piecing together bits of code. So I'm using the new Unity input manager to set up the controller bindings. But then after that, it's just straight up C# coding for like, if this, then that, make the bear do things. I did buy from the asset store the microphone controller. So what I've done is I'm using an asset store thing to register the microphone input. So I didn't have to write that part. But then I just take if loudness over a certain amount, open mouth, and to do that it's just swapping between which game objects are active. But I could make it drive a bone. You can like, it's kind of like you take the input, you think about what you want the input to do, and then you do the output. Simple.
Would you be willing to share that code? Because you said a lot of it is code that you've written.
I could maybe do a piece of code that is more general. That would be the structure for it. Because a lot of the terms are like do bomb or like they're very particular to our stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could do that. I would probably put it on the Patreon.
Yeah, which is free, by the way, if anyone doesn't know. So that wouldn't be behind a paywall. That would just be available. Yeah, I think some people would really love to know how to do this. Other streamers, especially. I think sharing the process and sharing how you did it will be really helpful. If I had the time, I'd totally do Swift myself and like get your guidance on how to do it.
Yeah, what would you want to do?
I'd just do the same thing that you'd done, except you'd like teach me and keep an eye on me, like I do my own character.
I missed the Jaffa Cake. I could see it. I could see it bouncing around, but I missed it. Yeah, I would love to do that, or at least like we could do little bits and pieces of it together.
Yeah. I don't know if I have time though, but I would really love to do that. It would be really fun to do the Swift side of it with you showing me how it's done.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I am really enjoying doing the little acting. This feels like puppeting. It's really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, because like I'm thinking about something. I've come to a conclusion. I'm facing my problem. I'm turning to be more direct. It's just really fun.
awesome.
I do want. Maybe I need 2 modes because this acting mode is pretty fun with the little head tilts, but I would want more range of motion. But since it's linked to the eye movements as well.
I definitely miss you being able to turn your head more.
Yeah. I have it meant to be turning a full 90 degrees, but I also had the shoulders turn as well, so it's not just a unnatural head movement.
Oh, nice.
And then when I lean back, like my spine is supposed to engage. Engage, spine.
Engage!
Engage!
Pudim says, I've always found this sort of stuff interesting, and I've been thinking about learning more about gamification, and stuff like this.
I've been wanting to make something like this for like 4 years, I would say. But it was gonna be Trashbot was gonna be as interactive as this. It was before we had any sort of characters. I wanted something that would be controlled like this. Or at least interact and act. Before VTuber was even a thing. Have a little character. We had that little robot thing that reacts and does stuff. I was like, oh, I want to build my own one of those. And I think that interest is kind of led to this. And now that we have these Bear and the Bird character, it made more sense to do out of them. Yangi. I was thinking about tying the eyebrows to like a trigger, but I wouldn't know how to make it go up. I'll go up. But yeah.
How did my coffee get so cold so fast? It makes me sad. Here I was thinking I was going to be able to sip some hot coffee, and it's already lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Oh, well, actually, we have been going for like 40 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. Well, half an hour on talking. That's crazy. Half an hour already. I haven't even fixed anything. Everything's still broken. It's really weird to see the not working version of me down in the corner. Like, it's like down in the corner he's just like, I am a puppet. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get this sort of level of stuff when I'm particularly wanting to be fun. It'd be nice to do like head tilts and just little pieces of acting on the puppet when it like being driven by just random inputs. So like we have a little cycle of stuff until you like start controlling him. He might be like doing like little hand gestures or yeah, he wouldn't just be bouncing, because I like the eyes, and all of this control can be like cycled and moved around. But yeah. Hello. Is there something obscuring the eye at the bottom? I think the way I set up the animations, it's clipping into the white of his eye. But I can just change where it goes. So it's cutting into the white of the glasses. There. Also really important. I fixed the color on my hoodie ties. They're white now. It's really important to me that was changed. Not really. It took like 4 months to do that. But yeah, now that we've got kind of more prototype stuff on Doiglebears, very, very soon we'll get more stuff on Swifty. The top dog looks like a boomer when he's using his first smartphone when he's so close to the camera. Not a chromail.
Have you still not given Ben Swift?
No.
When are you planning to do that?
I got distracted. I fought him in Smash instead.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna give it to him?
Yeah, yes. Do you need it with a rig, Ben?
Pick me up in Smash is a more appropriate term.
I want to fight Grog again. I managed to like hold my own against every character except for Hero, and then he pulled out Hero, and that character is quite tough with all his tricksy magic and like oh. I wonder how they do like speech to text. How do they know what the word is? They must analyze the waveform or something. How would I don't necessarily want to do that, but it would be really like it would be impressive. Play on India's Guilty Gear so you can pummel me. Never. Never.
Morning, Groggo. You would destroy me. I'm not very good at Guilty Gear. I need to practice more. Stop beating me up.
So yeah, this is what should have been happening when I first loaded it up, but apparently not. Apparently not.
So, are you able to put that into the overlay that's at the bottom? The voice thing.
How do you mean?
Well, at the minute, Doiglebear the Bomb isn't talking when you're talking, and I'm asking if you can.
Oh no, he is.
Is he?
Yeah. He's doing the mouth. He's just not moving around. For some reason, when it's in the build, it's not taking the controller input.
I see it. See it now. It's all within my reach.
I'm not entirely sure why.
Why the controller's not working to control him?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do get the new PC, you should stream some Guilty Gear. Grog, when are you getting it?
Let's see if there were any null refs.
I was going to say, we'll all be playing Faust. Faust is the coolest, man. Cool, Grog, cool. Anything but Faust. Faust is so cool, Grog. Faust is so cool. How can you not want to play as Faust? He's got some shit. I really want to watch Wooly play Guilty Gear because he's super into fighting games. Like, he knows the terminology, he understands how they work. I want to see what he thinks. The last thing I heard him say about it is that Strive is drugs. So I think he likes it.
Strive
and has
is
become
drugs.
addicted immediately to it.
Gotcha.
Fighting against Faust is fucking miserable. Good. Good. Faust seems great.
Oh, is there meta around Faust? I have no idea about the game.
The most meta I've seen is about the character with the anchor who sends dolphins after you. I've seen a lot of memes of that. I also really like the girl with the two guns. Sorry, the two swords that like hover around her shoulders though, so I might learn to play her as well.
Cool.
The meta is that Faust is bottom tier. What, is he really? I guess I really don't know anything about fighting games. I bet all the characters I like and think are really cool are probably all bottom tier. But they seem so good. Yeah, exactly. Just go with what you like. Go with the one that you enjoy playing most.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try and fix the one player thing, and hopefully by doing that I'll fix the game controller binding in the build.
Oh, Grog, you play as Giovanna. I've heard she's really good. I've heard Giovanna's awesome. Yeah, Grog, that's true. Faust has ridiculous reach. He has ridiculous reach. I also really like... What's the one that you like too, Habbo? My three favourites are, so far, are Floaty Sword Girl, Faust, and Shadow Man. Zato. Zato's cool. I feel like Zato's gonna be one where you have to like get pretty good to be able to play decently as him, because you kind of have to keep an eye on where the shadow's at as well. But he seems like he would be so fun to play. Any Axel mains in chat? Oh, am I really the unicorn I was made to believe I am? Ring ding bling, I think you might be the only Axel main. Look at you go! Soul Bad Guy has the ability to dive right under my Faust stab. Very strong. Screw Soul Bad Guy!
So is that his name? Soul Bad Guy?
Yeah, that's his name. I have a resistance to playing against what could be seen as the main character of any game. I will run away from the main character immediately. Soul Bad Guy is lame. He tries so hard to not be lame though. That's why it's so funny. I bet he is strong. I bet he is, but I don't care. I bet Sol is like a high tier. But there are so many cooler options in Sol. Ring-a-ding bling bling says, I really wish they put my favourite character, Johnny, in the game. Wait a second, is Johnny a real character? From Guilty Gear? And if so, what's he like? I love that. I love that their name is just Johnny. Alongside all these other, like, super extra characters. Johnny Silverhand! Okay! No, that sounds cooler now. Johnny Silverhand. He looks like a Trigun character. I gotta Google this. Show me Johnny Silverhand. Google. Johnny Silverhand. So that's your favourite character, Ring-a-ding bling bling. Why is it just Keanu Reeves? Wait a second, this is Cyberpunk. What? It's not true. How could you? How could you deceive me like this? Johnny Silverhand for Guilty Gear, please. Can't believe his name is Johnny Silverhand. His name's not really Johnny Silverhand. Please. Even in Cyberpunk, tell me his name isn't really Johnny Silverhand because his name's Johnny and he has a silver hand.
There you go.
Wow. Oh no, come on. At least I did get to see Keanu Reeves today. My day is blessed. Thank you guys. Man. He'd be great in Guilty Gear though, let's not lie. It's like Johnny Silverhand is the Guilty Gear Rickroll. Wait, just Johnny is a Guilty Gear. Oh, now I've got to look again. Hold on. Just gonna type in. This time I'm gonna type in Guilty Gear before I type in the name. Guilty Gear Johnny. Oh. Hell yeah. Oh, this dude is awesome. Oh. Wait a second. It looks like he is in it, doesn't it? At least I can see a screenshot that looks very, very close to the style of the game. Oh no, it looks like that's from Guilty Gear 3rd Rev 2. My bad. He looks awesome. Have I seen A Scanner Darkly? I haven't actually, no. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't seen it. Am I working on boards? I am. I'm doing some Transformer revisions that need to be in 9 AM American time today. So I got to do a really fast turnaround on them. And I didn't feel secure enough to spend a couple of hours doing Glim this morning. I felt like I should hop straight onto this and just really try and make sure that I'm giving it as much time as I can.
Yeah.
That's all. That's always what happens when I'm not on stream in the morning, is sometimes I have assignments due later that day and I'm like, that 2 hours, if I get to 5 PM and I'm like, man, if I had had an extra 2 hours, then I'm going to be kicking myself. You should do a little bit of work before you go to work today. What are you working on, Grog?
Okay. So it wakes up.
Woke up.
Trying to see that game. It's assigning gamepad G.
Trying to have gamepad G.
It runs this function, assign device. If this after that immediately didn't assign one, then that function failed. Then it creates a new M controls is matched to the overlay controls, which is the input setup. And then this one, I think, is where it's like it makes the gamepad that it was assigned bind to the controls layout, control scheme. But it already knows which gamepad it is. I'm trying to get in the middle of that and be like, don't auto assign yourself, be this one. I'm trying to work out how to do that. Because this was set up to be very ad hoc.
That sounds fun, Grog. Oh, hey, Grog. If you wanted to do some animation exercises, you could do... Well, you've done all of the 1 hour anim so far, haven't you? You've been on from, like, day 1. So there aren't any you haven't done that you could catch up on.
I'm not sure. I think I'll come back to this.
Oh, maybe you could do some 1 hour animes then. Sorry, it's not cooperating with you, Mike.
That's okay.
Sorry, Grog. I know you probably already have your own idea of what you were going to do. You don't need me suggesting things that you do.
She does that.
I do. It's a bad habit.
Okay.
Ben says, do I learn how to do Twitch integration in Unreal, or do I buy this pre-made thing that does it for me? Buy the pre-made thing that does it for you, Ben. Because you'll probably have to tweak it anyway. So it's just going to get like 30% of the work done for you.
Ben says, no. How much is it for Twitch integration? $24.99. Weird. The Unity stuff was free. I think because it was just a library, it wasn't so much a package.
Yeah. As long as it's not going to like lock you off into having to do it the way that they present it in the package.
I think what I'll do is I'll turn off your controller for a moment and do a new build. File, new build and run.
Grog says, I need to quit this job so fucking badly, but I can't get anim work until I have more anim work. But I can't do more anim work because I'm always at work, and I'm always at work because I don't have anim work. And Grog, oh man, Grog, I wish I could just give you money. I wish I could just throw money at you. Jeez, I want you so bad to be able to quit your job, man.
What the hell?
Like, it's so hard because even if we were to like try and hire you to do something for us, it's like that project would be over at some point. So you wouldn't be able to just quit on it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to employ Grog full time.
No. Oh, Bert says today's my last day working from home. I start my new job on Monday and I'm scared I won't be able to get away with watching the morning stream in an actual office with other people. That's okay. If you have to dip from the streams, that's totally understandable. We will miss you. But also, I hope your new job is good.
I don't understand why my controller isn't working in the build. Is it the port?
That's true, Grog. Would you be able to step your hours back if a project came up? Or is it like full-time or bust? Are you currently working part-time, Grog? I've played too much Breath of the Wild. And I know this because now when I hear bop-a-da-bom, it sounds to me like a notification from Breath of the Wild that I've done something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think you'll find it really nice to be in an office again with people. So long as they're like not dicks, but I'm sure they won't be. Yeah, congrats, Bert. That's super cool.
It's really not working.
And of
What
course,
the
we'll
hell?
always be in the peg bar if you'd hang out with. Maybe chores will be easier if they made Breath of the Wild noises when we did them.
Sorry for the teething issues with the overlay. It really doesn't want to give me controller control.
I wonder why that suddenly stopped working. Was it working yesterday? Or had you not tried it?
I don't actually know if it was working yesterday.
I take that as a no. So something you've done has broken it.
Something I've done has made it so that it doesn't register one player. Does it register a second player?
Grog says I'm on a 4-hour contract. So they just rota me for whenever they need people, which is often now that we have so few experienced staff members. What does that mean? 4-hour contract? Does that mean you only have to work 4 hours a week? Or is it like, it's minimum 4 hours, but you'll work whenever we ask you to? Boy! Rox says, not gonna lie, I love catching these streams because I'm currently nocturnal and this is nearing the end of my day. And it's when I tend to be in the arting mood, so it feels like we're all hanging out working in a room together. Oh, Rox, that's awesome!
That is awesome.
That's exactly how we wanted it to feel, so that's super cool. What are you working on at the minute? It's like our little office. Our morning office.
Do bombs work in the overlay?
Ah. Poodim says I've been going to the office 3 days a week for about 2 months now and it just changed my body so much positively.
Sort of.
Anxiety is a bitch though. Yeah, I miss seeing people. I love being in my pajamas every day, but also I miss not being in my pajamas every day.
It's like they're hitting off an invisible object. Oh, let's fix that.
Rox is drawing some of the characters in the style of a show they used to like. That's awesome. Heck yeah, that sounds fun. And Poodim, you're working on some animations. That's awesome. Heck yeah. You guys know I'm boarding, but still, I'm boarding. Trying to lay out some poses for an emotional scene.
Okay, we fixed that. Is Optimus dying again, India?
Every episode, guys.
Yeah, Titan, you're welcome to share a picture from your animation. Okay, bombs should at least work again. Cool. Ouch. Why is the controller not working? How?
Look at your code.
Unity, but it's like it works in the build.
It works in the build.
Sorry, no, it works in Unity.
So is there something in the process of building it that trips it up?
Ah, must be. Like it's working here. Why would it not be working? I might just jump over to doing like the breakfast assets again, since this is going to be a brain tugger.
Fair.
It's just like, oh, I have the scene set up. I'll just start populating and get it to move over. Oh, that's cool. Nice ground disruption. Is that one of the things from? I guess seeing the rock creatures from Breath of the Wild. It looks great.
A rock creature came up to me yesterday on Breath of the Wild and I ran away.
You ran away?
Yeah.
Like a big one?
I don't know.
Or a small one?
How big is big?
I don't know.
Like bigger than the ones you can pick up and throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, no. And then I ran.
You find an open source C++ Twitch bot thing. So you're looking at that. That's cool, Ben. What are you thinking of doing? Oh, that's really cool. DeadOS getting the Twitch chat and naming the people after them.
That's so cool. That would be amazing, Ben. And you would integrate that so when people stream, that can happen?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
That is fun. Yeah, I think anything that kind of like anything that excites people to feel like they're a part of the experience.
I think building into a game the ability to interact with the stream, knowing how often games are streamed, is really smart.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't seen games really account for.
There was
the fact that they're streamed a lot nowadays.
There was a competition back in March, I think, for that in particular was integrating Twitch into a game in a clever way.
Yeah, I think people are missing that trick. That now games are recorded and streamed as part of their release, and that's kind of how a lot of the promotion for the game is done. So if you can do something in your game which is gonna interact with Twitch,
yeah, I wanted to
recording
have it
software.
so that in Piggy Joust, that if you were streaming Piggy Joust, you could have Twitch redeem like environmental hazards in the arena. So like, say you're streaming an online match and then someone's like, I want to drop a spike trap or something into this corner, then they could do that. I mean, you are facing with things like stream delay, but maybe you could have like voting on which arena they fight in next or something like that.
That's super cool. I like Ben's idea too, because Ben's idea doesn't like, it wouldn't matter if it lags or not,
Yeah.
because it's not dependent on something needing to happen necessarily real time.
Or you could have like you could have evil things like the pig who cannot turn left for 30 seconds.
Yeah, the flip side is that if no one streams and no one gets to check out the feature, but I think you just listing that as a feature that you're putting in the game is going to get the people who already have the game and are checking for the updates, like thinking about, oh, that would be cool, maybe I should stream it, because like my chat would really like that.
Yeah. All right. Ba-ba-da-ba. Here's a little Doig bear model. Eee. And recent breakfast bar. Cool. So what were we in the middle of yesterday? I think we were doing the toaster, which needs its own material. Or it needs the material, but it needs its own color. I think it's a really interesting space. Twitch integration in games. That I think you're right, Indy. I think there could be more being done there. I liked the stuff Tim Remmers was doing with his like shotgun dog zombie wave shooter.
Right? It feels like AAA games are just sleeping on it, and it's only indie games I've seen really take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the balance as well is though that you want to create a game that can be played independently from Twitch, but by adding Twitch, you add value with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wouldn't want to have it like this game relies on having a big Twitch audience in order to function. Because then you narrow who can get use out of it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do anything that is dependent on the amount of people watching. Whereas like it's only good if a lot of people are watching.
But like something like Among Us, what if they added Twitch integration?
How so?
I don't know. Maybe like choosing the next map for an instance, or
I think that stuff like voting, it's kind of a boring way to add it because you could very easily just ask your chat to vote which map to do next and then choose the map.
What if what if in an Among Us game you got to choose who the imposter team was going to be for while you're watching the stream?
Well, I
know polls are boring, but like,
yeah, and then also like it's very easy. I don't know, like I think there are more creative ways to use it than just that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think what Twitch really wants to feel is like they get to be part of the game.
What if Twitch gets to be one of the imposters, so they could trigger the like the O2 thing, or they could close doors. I'm just trying to think of stuff that actually happens in Among Us.
Maybe Among Us isn't the best game for it.
No, but
because Among Us is so much about having a small amount of people that you kind of know,
yeah,
trying to deceive one another, that adding in a third chaotic element of just people doing stuff just to fuck with you kind of makes it harder.
What if Twitch chat got to be one of the players? And they could like control them around. Twitch plays an imposter. I know it's not the best, but what would be a good game that would really benefit from?
Dead OS.
Dead OS, yeah.
Naming the zombies after the Twitch chat is genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because that's a nice thing where the Twitch chat can't like destroy the game for the people playing it, but they feel like they're a part of it.
I liked what you showed me on Games Done Quick, the website, where you had like a little audience in front of the screen. That was cool. I like that.
Yeah, that was really cute.
I think you see instances of things like that with stream avatars, where you have little pixel things walking around the bottom. Or like Tim's scene where he has little Pikmin to show viewers. You think anything 5+ players that is even remotely competitive would be a no-go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do like the idea of it being in the piggy dress though, and that would be like at least 4-player.
I think the reason I don't like the polls in Twitch chats and like people voting on things to happen is like the thing that you want from being integrated into a game if you're in Twitch chat is kind of the individuality of you, which is why having your name in there, it feels really cool. But whenever there's anything like you need to vote on something in chat and it's a big chat, it just feels like it doesn't matter what you pick. Because if the overall sway isn't in your favor, then like it doesn't matter. You might as well have no control.
That is less fun. Yeah.
And that's frustrating.
Where's my breakfast texture at?
Hey Animated Moon, we're doing okay. I am boarding. Mike is building a breakfast room. How are you doing? Like politics. Yeah, exactly. Exactly like politics. It's demotivating.
So you're saying democracy is lame?
No, I'm saying democracy, like, I think is the fairest way to do things. But
I mean,
if what you want
context of a Twitch game
isn't what the majority wants, then it sucks.
I did have small plans to make a little fighting game for you and I. And the bottom of being like, if it's a redemption for a thing, it's like Doig and Swift battle.
Yeah. I didn't want the stream to become too gamified though.
No, I know.
And I'm explaining to people why it hasn't happened. It's because Mike pitched it to me and I said, I'd rather the focus remain on the art.
Yeah. Because
I think if we add too many elements of like, now we're gonna fight on the stream, like it becomes just a stream of comedy bits rather than us actually making anything. That's right, I'm a stickler. You guys. I'm all about having fun at the appropriate place and time for the designated amount of time. Regretting your choice to skip breakfast. Go get yourself some breakfast. Get yourself some breakfast, you fool.
Still waiting for that Animation Breakfast Club fighting game. What in an Animation Breakfast Club fighting game?
The one that they're waiting for.
Save. Yeah. Okay, let's get a few more colors in there.
Don't you forget about me.
Don't. There we go.
That wasn't it, was it?
What wasn't it?
Hey!
Hey,
yo!
Hey.
Forget about it! Hey!
No,
hey!
Don't you forget about me. Oh, wait, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about that one time we were on the couch fooling around, just saying stupid shit. And we were like, doing terrible New York accents to songs.
Oh, right.
And trying to incorporate, forget about it! And I'm walking here!
Alright.
And hey! I'm walking! Hey!
It might have been, don't you forget about me. No, it doesn't sound bad. It sounds wrong. We did crack each other up, but I don't remember.
We did crack each other up, and I can't remember what the songs were that we were doing.
Although I kind of like the idea of like, I'm walking here, but I'm walking in the air.
That's the one you keep trying to do, which isn't the one that we did.
Oh, is it? Well, maybe that's what it should have been.
No, it shouldn't have been.
That's funnier.
No, it's not.
How is it not funnier?
Because it doesn't make me laugh, and the one we were doing...
I'm walking in the air.
You see, that one's not making me laugh. The one we did on the sofa made me laugh.
It did. It made you laugh.
That's how I know that the one on the sofa was bad. Grog says people in Pegwell conceptualize and animate one character each and we make a fighting game. I mean, that'd be amazing. Fighting games are hard to make. I've discovered this because I tried to animate a fighting game and there's a lot to it.
Single Paddle, thank you for the subscription.
But I'm up for it if you guys are.
Oh, you like Doig's little talking animation? Yeah, I have him all like rigged up, but the controller broke. I don't know why. But the microphone part still works.
What character would I make for a fighting game? I'd have to make my Swifty Bird, right?
Yeah.
I'd have to make my Swifty Bird, and I'd have a lot of cool aerial attacks.
I'd have my fire bear attacks. I'd be the dopest fighter.
I think I'd be the dopest fighter.
No, I would beat you.
Yeah, complete with knife, definitely, and scream attacks.
Oh, would you have like air, wind, scream attacks?
Yeah.
Like
and dive bombs and stuff.
And dive bombs. I think that in order for it to sort of make sense, you guys need to make little designs of characters that are around the same scale as these two like plushy puppet things of us. I think Grog was working on a frog version of himself.
Ren says, I think Swift would be Sonic and go fast. I'd love that. I'd love it if my thing was speed.
No, I'm not gadgety. I like gadgets.
Dipper, dipper, dip.
Should I give myself a little mustache?
You have a little mustache.
On the bear.
On the bear.
On the bear. Little ginger mustache. Grog says, my dog says Sona. Your dog Swift Sona.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a word.
Yep, let's do it. Is a little frog guy. I love it.
I love it.
With the yellow tongue, right? I suggested that you put a yellow tongue.
I haven't seen this design.
You've not seen it?
Nope.
Grog.
Is there a place I can see it?
Yeah, Grog. It's on his body. No, I mean, he could post it in. Every time I see an apple or hear apple, I always remember your thing from the Breath of the Wild. Don't worry, old man. Getting you an apple. Every time.
Can you be the human who just doesn't fit in? Yeah, you can. You can be whatever you want to be, Ula.
You can be whatever you wanna be. That's the rule here.
You can reach your dreams.
Hey, forget about it. Maybe it was just that. Just forget about it.
I mean, that's what I said that. That's exactly what I brought up and said, and then you kind of told me off for it.
I think it was. The more I think about it, the more it's sticking in my brain, the more I want to say it.
Hey, you! Forget about it!
I think it was. Hey! I think the part that cracked us off was us just being like, hey! Forget about it.
Big Brain Ben says, Ula is the animator. It's a hand holding a pencil and it draws attacks. That would be an awesome final boss. Yeah. Like Master Hand, right?
I like it.
The animator. This pen was made for drawing.
That's just what it'll do.
One of these days, his pen is gonna draw an attack that's going to murder you. It's a stretch, but I made it work.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a banana.
Yeah, post frog grog.
Frog, grog, grog, frog,
Frog, grog.
frog, grog. Grog, frog. What would be the easiest way to make a banana?
Go and buy one.
I think it would be making a torus.
Making a tortoise.
A torus? A donut shape.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Pokemon.
At what point did you think I switched track from banana to Pokemon?
When you said Taurus, which is a Pokemon.
Oh no, torus is a shape. Yeah, there it is. Banana.
Yeah, curse the English language. Curse us having so many words that mean so many different things, even though it's the same word.
I was watching a little bit of Markiplier play the Power Washer game.
Oh my gosh. Of all the Markiplier videos to choose.
Why? What's wrong with the Power Washer game?
It's a power washer game.
So it looked kind of fun.
Oh, of course it did to you.
I noticed there was a little bit of watch time on it. Did you start watching and go, I don't like this, and stop?
Yeah, it's about a power washer.
But he's on Mars!
Yeah, that's really cool. But it's also just a power washer thing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There's a part where it was like, he read the word tire, and he's like, why does that have a Y in it? And I was like, because it has a Y in it in my head. But apparently Americans don't put a Y in their tires.
Okay, I thought you said tired. And I was like, Doig, that doesn't have a Y in it.
No, tire.
Yeah.
Like a car tire.
Yeah, okay. Do you spell that with a Y?
Yeah.
I think I spell it the American way then.
I mean, to tire is an I. And tired is an I. But tire is a Y.
Huh.
Banana.
I think I thought that it was also with an I.
I think I have too many. The banana is too bendy.
What? Do you know what a banana looks like, Doig?
I know what a banana looks like.
Because you made a sickle.
I've not made a sickle. Like, here's a banana. Get off my back, woman. I love that expression. Get off of my back. No. Bevel. No, why are you not beveling? Control E. Bevel edge. Come on. Fine. Don't frickin' bevel. It only has the little stalk thing at one end, doesn't it? Because that's how it attached. I was going to put it on both sides. Like some sort of weird thing. But it doesn't do that. Does this?
Did you bring up Markiplier for any reason?
Tire. The letter.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry. I think I disconnected that from what you were saying.
No.
And I remembered you just saying that you started watching Markiplier and then
I don't know what made me think of the tire. I think it was curse the English language. with Taurus made me think of that with tire.
Yeah, makes sense.
That was it. That was the whole bit.
Okay. I gotcha. Man, it's cold.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm so cold. I even have a jumper on and I'm cold.
Maybe it's because you're near the window.
Maybe.
Do you want the window closed?
Yeah, I might go and close in a sec and trying to heat up my coffee again. That has just gone cold. This is why I wish I had a third hand. I can't drink coffee when I'm working.
Yeah, you can.
I can't because I need a hand to do it.
You just need dexterity buff.
But I can't spare a hand because I need to be flipping through frames and like holding control to switch between tools and stuff.
Do you know what you should set up? Your
Yes.
little thing.
I'd still need a hand to operate it, but yeah, I totally should. Set it up after I've got this deadline in today.
I can't remember what it's called. I think Turbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, India got sent a little peripheral. It's full of like cool dials and clicky buttons.
It looks amazing.
And she's gonna be doing a stream with it at some point soon.
Yeah.
Where she's gonna use it to create, I think, either a painting or an animation.
Yeah.
But the company sent it to us because we're super important now.
We're super important. I think they saw that we got a certain number of viewers after the NSP stream, and that put us on their radar, and they maybe think that we're slightly bigger streamers than we are.
Shh.
But they sent it to us, and it's awesome, and so I'm going to really enjoy using it and making something with it.
You know, I didn't think I was going to wake up today and choose banana, but I did.
They sent a tour box, which is like it's like a little box with various shortcut buttons on it that you can essentially hook in a lot of your commands to.
They call it the ultimate controller for creators. There it is. So you can customize it to do different things.
It looks so sick, right? Doesn't it look awesome? Oh, I'm so pumped to use it.
It's quite weighty as well, so it's not gonna like slide around.
Feels good. It's like all the buttons have like a really satisfying click to them.
I think one of the things I like about it most is that
Did they send it just like that, or did we have to do ads for it? The thing they asked us to do was to make a piece of art with it. And I think the art has to like incorporate the toolbox in it somewhere. So we were like, heck yes, worth it.
Yeah, each one of these is also like a clicky button. I didn't see that one, I don't think.
Can you play Sonic Menu with it? Maybe. We could see. Is it like a loop deck? I'm not sure. I've never seen a loop deck before. We could definitely try and play Sonic Mania with it. Dark Souls playthrough with it. Oh, that would be so cool.
A Dark Souls playthrough with this doohickey.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Come on.
I think the thing I like about it most is that because of the way that it's laid out and everything, you don't have to look at it because each of the buttons feel different.
Yeah.
So you can just have it like to the side of you and you don't have to like look down and be like control whatever.
Yeah, you can feel where you are.
And the little spinny thing for like rotating your canvas looks really dope and fun.
Poodim says, check it out. It's like that, but huge and expensive as fuck. This actually looks really cheap. I don't know how much they're actually selling it for. But when they sent us it in the mail, it came with like a little receipt. And it said that the value was like $50. And I was like...
They lied. They're selling it for $170.
Okay. I was going to say, it feels too good to be $50. I was really surprised. I was like, $50? It feels like it needs to be at least $100.
Your cart is empty.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Animated Moon says, Me and a friend have been looking into DaVinci Resolve. Apparently, if you order it through B&H, you get their wheel deck hardware as well. How much is it to get the wheel deck hardware with it, though? Show me loop deck. I want to see it. Took it off screen.
Okay.
I just take it off screen.
Because I was like, oh, it'd be marketing a competitor.
It's not marketing it. I just want to see how much it is.
Oh, loop deck looks a bit more stream oriented.
Yeah, it looks like a stream deck almost. But with extra knobs and whistles.
Just let me see the... Yeah. No, it's got like undo, redo, shift control.
It looks okay. I don't think it looks as cool as Toolbox, personally. But that's because I am a sucker for really tactile controls. I love spinny knobs and like twizzly dials and chunky buttons. Like that's I want to feel like I'm piloting an Ava while I am making art, basically. Make me feel like I'm piloting a robot, and you've got me.
I mean, it looks like a nice piece of kit.
I like spinning knobs. Spinning knobs are my favorites. There you are.
It looks like there's varying different kind of iterations of it.
I think they put down the value when shipping from China to prevent import taxes. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Someone clip India saying, I like spinning knobs. Anyone? No? I really enjoyed throwing Bryony in at the deep end in a group chat yesterday.
Was Bryony in the group chat?
When we were talking about it. Yeah. She was for a bit. But I basically said what she said on the stream yesterday and then just let it lie, and then then Bryony had to
so
explain
mean.
It was really funny.
He's so mean.
He's just like, oh, Bryony said this. And you're like, context? And you're like, she could explain it. I'm sorry, Bryony. It was really fun, though. I'm a bit of an ass.
It's true. It's true. Drawing panels. Drawing panels. Ooh.
Yeah, I figured you were like, yeah, it was funny.
How did you enjoy Doig Day yesterday, by the way?
It was nice.
I don't really feel like you took full advantage of it.
Oh, how come?
I don't know. Guess I just thought you'd ask me to do more things, knowing that you could get away with it.
You were working.
I was working.
I mean, I said that 2 days ago where you were like, oh, all day you can ask me to do things. I was like, yeah, but you'll be working for like 10 hours as well. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
but
I didn't want
ask me to get you drinks and stuff.
I didn't want to disturb you working. I don't know if you understand this, but I respect that you were busy.
I don't understand it. I can't understand.
It's like, it is like, that's like the landlord going, we thought you would have gotten a cat. Like, but you said no.
Yeah, but I didn't say no. I explicitly said, yes, you can ask me to do anything for you this day and I will do it.
I mean, we got pizza and burrito. You got the burrito. Mm-hmm. I don't need more than that. You gave me a hug. I touched a boob. It was a good day.
I like that that's what you count as a good day. The bar is set low.
What? That's not a low bar thing. Touching booba is a high bar thing.
I appreciate that you think so.
Well, it might not be if you're attached to them, it might be a low bar for you. Wake up attached to booba.
I'm always attached to them. I can't help it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's low bar for you.
can't help it.
But aside from that, like, I knew that you were working on Gloom pages and stuff. You also, at one point during the day, collapsed on the floor in pain. So I was like, maybe I'll lay off on. I won't, like, yeah.
I did do that. I recovered pretty quick though.
Yeah. What does a banana look like?
Oh, Michael. Let's have a look at your banana. Show me your banana, Michael.
Here's my banana.
Whip it out.
Oh, it's green.
What?
It doesn't have a brown stalk. It's green stalk.
It's not a daily thing, Ula. It was Doig wanted burritos. I was gonna go and make myself some sausages and veg upstairs, but when he said burrito, I decided to hop in on the order. And about an hour and a half after having the burrito, I started getting like really bad, just like stomach cramps and pains. I think it was the burrito.
As we established yesterday, India doesn't really wear a bra, so she was braless when she brought me a burrito.
Always, yeah. Constantly. Braless and in boxers. Just how you roll.
This part needs to be...
I mean, the banana looks like a banana to me. I don't think people would be like, what is that? What is that meant to be?
And then it's got like a dark bottom.
You're not wearing one either, Ben. No, for our solidarity. I mean, to be fair, it's partially because I don't really need one. But I can imagine that ladies who are slightly more endowed, it might not just be... like, it might be something that's kind of needed for support.
Mm.
But I'm lucky enough not to need support, so...
Oh, it wasn't can you get me a burrito and then her collapsing on the floor. No. The order was...
Oh no! I really hurt. I guess I can't go and get you a burrito.
If you'd done that, I would have been confused and angry.
You would have been so mad at me. You said you would.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my word. I follow through on my promises.
Mm. Maybe I should, like...
Can I ask you to get me something today?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I just wanted to say no. I get something for you like every other day. Go get it yourself.
Okay. I can survive without it.
Honestly, is that what you would choose to do if I didn't go get it for you? You just
No,
be like, oh, just
it's
not.
because I'm crunching on a deadline right now.
No, you got time.
I don't know if I do. I honestly don't know if it's going to get to half an hour before the hand-in and I'm going to need the time. Like, I like going outside. It's nice. If I could, I would just go outside and sit and read.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm not resisting going outside because I don't want to go. I'm just worried about the time. Always worried about the time. Because things always seem to take longer than I think they're going to. Please take these boobas away from me. You want to be deboobied. We had a huge discussion on this yesterday. Time estimations. One day, guys, I'll be able to estimate how long something's going to take me accurately. You think that I would have figured it out by now? I think it's because, like, art is so subjective. Like, it depends so much on what you're trying to do, how long it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time we're doing things we've never done before. Like, a lot of the boarding stuff I have to do, I've never boarded anything like this before. So it's, you know, kind of learning how to do it as you're doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and as well, everyone's work pace is different. So it's like, sometimes people will come up and say, so when do you think you can get this done by? And you'll be like, maybe this day? And they'll be like, wow, that's a long time. And it's like, because this other person can get it done super fast, but it's like the other person's very fast at working. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the reasons that I always feel like the deadlines that Pat tends to give are quite short for me is because for Pat, they're perfectly doable. Because Pat's really fast at working and drawing. But I'm not as fast as Pat. So for me, I'm like, whoa, what, 2 days for a whole board?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what, you think that's too much time? And I'm like, no!
Yeah.
So I guess it's like partially experience, partially just how fast you were doing it. And then you're having to take into account also the fact that you're learning on the job. So time estimations are super hard. In conclusion to my essay, I agree with you.
You had to ask Pat to change your night's contract because you said, I can't do that much work in this time scale. Yeah.
Yeah, like I always have to like put a very critical and self-critical eye over Pat's contracts. Because the temptation is to be like, of course I can, Pat. I love and respect you and I want to make you proud and I'm going to do this and you're going to be really impressed. But I have to like stop and be like, now hold on. Can I actually do this? Because a lot of the time when I look at the contract, it's like, oh no, I don't know if I can.
I think it's fine to just be honest with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pat's just like very fast at working and he thinks that's normal. And it's like, no, Pat, you're really fast and good. Which is of course why like everybody loves and wants to work with you, but not everyone can replicate that. Yeah, Ula's super fast too. Ula and Habbo's really fast as well. I'm not. It's the problem. I'm not fast. I want to be.
I'm not fast either. I don't think so.
Ah, that's true, Bryony. So Bryony says, I'm slow but less fixes. So that evens out. Yeah.
Got an orange or Satsuma or whatever.
Tangerine! Ula says, I don't know if it speaks to the quality, but on my last studio job, I was known as the fast guy. Yes. Yeah, you see, you're really fast.
You started your first shot in the 1800s.
I think Habbo's probably known as being very fast as well where he's working. I think that's how Pat manages to get so much work done. David's very fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how David manages to have everything on that he's got on.
I don't know.
It shouldn't be doable. It shouldn't be possible. But he makes it possible.
I wonder if the PSD just works. Apparently not. That didn't update, I don't think.
Oh yeah, Kevin's super fast.
Oh, I need to do this. There we go.
You wanted 7 roughs in a day, Ula. What the F?
Get out.
It's like 1 an hour. How do you even? Cleanup is the time sink for me. Cleanup is where everything grinds to like... I'm also fairly fast at roughs. But tie downs and cleanups kill me. Absolutely murder me. Like, my pace goes from like a healthy run to just stand still.
Toast.
I think that's one of the things that maybe we need to improve with nights. Is that the cleanup is always scheduled for about the same amount of time or just less than the animation.
Yeah.
And
Probably
to me,
bounces
I'm
the other
like,
way.
it's going to take at least as much time as the animation, if not more.
Mm-hmm. If you want shit cleanup, then rush it, says Doodle.
Yeah, exactly. You can't rush it, can you?
It's minimum twice as long.
Yeah, minimum 2 times as long. It's nice actually to have this confirmation from people who specialize in cleanup, because I can use this on our next night's project to say, hey, I've talked to people. We need to set aside twice as much time. Because I think in the past it has been like less time or equal to the animation. And that's, to me, that's always one of the times where we just like, cleanup is where everything goes off schedule every time.
And then comp.
Yeah, and then comp. You never manage to keep to your comp deadlines, but to be fair, you are one person doing the entirety of the comp, which I feel like is a big ask.
Oh, I don't know. Look at a banana.
I see, Ula says, cleanup is super long, yeah. I also spend a long time in tie downs to make sure it all works and is solid. Yeah. You start ranting, you have to drop out of the conversation. Fair enough, little puffling. Totally fair enough. God, cleanup is frustrating.
You're gonna pass it. What's it? Oh no, fine. It's all good. It's all good.
I very much respect cleanup artists. Look at this Jaffa cake box going crazy.
Going crazy. Oh, I can't wait to get all the controller and shit working. I hate being stuck in place with a little flappy mouth.
Oh.
That's infuriating though, because it was like I had it all working yesterday and I could make videos yesterday, and then
Yeah.
I was looking forward to being like, oh hello there. And Unity was like, oh hello.
You'll still get that.
Yeah. I feel like we should put like more art material. Oh wait, pencil. Or more art materials on the table. What do you think?
Sure, yeah. Has Doig done his squats? No, I didn't even see he got them.
Squats?
Yeah, you got squats.
Why are you
man.
squatting me, bro? I didn't do nothing wrong.
You got squats, brah.
All right. 10 of them.
I guess so.
When were they from? Doig does... Is it Ula? Bet you it's Ula. Yeah, 26 minutes ago. Thanks, Ula.
Doodle says, yeah, I would look at some cleanup artists specific for the next night project so it can work alongside rather than the animators moving on to it after the rough is done. That's another great point. Is that in past projects in nights, our animators tend to animate and then they move up onto cleanup rather than it going on concurrently with the animation. Another thing that held the project up a lot. Basically, it's all on schedule until we get to the animation and then everything gets thrown out the window. Our little Puffling, you're full-time animating now. That's awesome. Yeah, little Puffling, that'd be awesome. Like, definitely before we start the next project with Nights, I want to make sure that this time I have like more of a say in the schedule, so that I can figure these kind of things out. But yeah, I'd love that. I want to make sure the pipeline's doable.
Yeah.
Because it's so stressful if it's not. Because people on the team, like, they've never said that they do, but I always worry that people on the team will, like, see it as their failing instead of a scheduling failing. You know, if you can't keep up with an unreasonable deadline, then it's really not your fault.
Can I get a clip of this? Because I just want to play it every time India's, like, on the, like, being like, oh, why can't I do all of this? And, like, because you're working to an unreasonable expectation of yourself. No!
Yeah, but the people who are scheduling my deadlines are people who I respect and who probably know what should be doable.
Yeah, but you have two reasonable people scheduling you at once right now, and that's why it's unreasonable when combined together.
Oh, you mean for the Glim and for storyboards?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little touch and go right now. Oh, Kimmy, I'm sorry you've hit that point. What if you can't keep up with a reasonable schedule? I mean, I don't want to say the solution to that is just get faster, but that's what I tell myself to do. I'm like, if people in the industry are setting me things which should be doable and reasonable that other people on the team are keeping up with, then I feel like the problem is the way that I'm handling the work.
Well,
so,
I think that the work that you're being tasked with, like, there's two forces acting on, well, at least two forces. There is how much time is being allotted to the task at hand by people above your supervisors, of like, we need this episode out and done here, and then they try and schedule it for the individual tasks.
This isn't, by the way, I want to make sure people know, this isn't specifically board work, by the way. This is every project I've ever worked on.
Yeah.
From Boulder to Nights. Like, I want to make sure people know we're not talking specifics here.
And then the second force is how well you wish to be able to do the task at hand.
That's the thing, is I think that, for one thing, I need to make sure that I have good shortcuts set up. And a good way of working where I have like a structure I know works for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have things easily set up on shortcuts so I can bring between things and tools really easily. Like I know how to do different things into software easily to save myself time.
Yeah.
And then there's the quality thing where it's like, don't get hung up on everything needing to be perfect.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the reason that I end up taking longer than I think I need to be on stuff is because I'm so fixated on making sure the drawings are nice, and
Yeah.
that, you know, sometimes I'm adding extra stuff I don't necessarily need to make sure that it sells. And I think that's what people like me for, that stuff. But I think that when it comes to deadlines, you don't necessarily need it.
Well, I think, like, if I can speak to a little bit of specifics, I feel like you're trying to hit levels of stuff above you that you see and you aspire to.
Yes.
Yes. And then, like, you're comparing your work to theirs to see, like, how you're matching up. But then if I say something like, well, I read that they don't hit their deadlines, and you're like, how can I match their work and hit deadlines? So I'm like, well, they do that and they don't hit their deadlines.
There's still a big gap there, though.
There is still a big gap, but it's like the expectation of yourself to get as high quality of the work in less time. That's like.
Imagine if I managed to do it, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but just imagine, Doig.
I'm
must
just
be a
saying.
way.
It's just there must.
There's got to be a way.
Their way is like, it's not impossible, but it requires sacrifice.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Requires sacrifice beyond what you should be expected. You know. So you gotta remember to take care of you. Don't leave this conversation with "it's possible." Keep going.
But it is, though.
It's not
That's
possible.
What I want.
It's not possible.
I want to do it.
It's not possible. It's not possible. There,
it's possible.
I said it.
It's
No.
possible.
No.
I know it is, though. I feel it in my heart.
No, because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, you have to work more than however many hours you're allotted for it. And then I'm thinking, but the people that you aspire to probably do that as well.
Yeah, they do. I know they do.
So it's not possible.
I think it's possible.
It's not possible.
I think it is.
It's not possible.
I just need the right combination of...
No, it's not possible.
I need the right combination of being able to use the software super well, getting faster at drawing and getting stuff down. And... yeah. Anyway. The important thing is it's possible. So...
I shouldn't say it's not possible. But
nothing's impossible.
But
well,
it's
some things
really, really difficult and maybe needs a healthier approach.
I appreciate you, Mike. Trying to help me out. But yeah, I am pushing myself really hard right now, but I am also trying to make sure that I leave time to do things like play a little Breath of the Wild at the end of the night.
You are doing that now, and I think it's great.
And much as Mike's like, stop playing Breath of the Wild.
No,
save it for the stream.
My only thing is that
I was joking. I'm just saying, like, much as Mike's like, you're making too much progress. It's like, it's a big step for me to give in to that temptation of not just continuing to work.
Yeah.
So I think I'm getting better
I think you are,
at prioritizing myself. I'm still not good enough at it to be able to make sure I'm getting exercise every day, which is something I really want to work on. I still really need help managing my time. I'm still really bad at it.
I'm the worst. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
So
I can't count on any help. But I need it.
Not from me, for sure.
There's no one else. This is me.
We did have a conversation yesterday where I was talking about how I was like trying to figure out a plan of having a schedule for Patreon posts, of like doing it weekly and thinking about having posts be like patron only for a week, and then they unlock, and then it's public
Yeah.
for everyone. And I was trying to put that in there to give myself some sort of plan or accountability of, well, I know that I need to have this window of time for people to see things. But India was like, why are you doing that? Just make posts and have fun with it. And I was like,
My problem is that you're placing an expectation on that as well.
It flies in the face of what you said the other week of like, I don't want another job as well. So
yeah, I just think, I think that if you want to lock posts, if you want to release posts a week early on the Patreon, or if you want to release posts on the Patreon then a week later make them public, I think you're going to be disappointed with the results, because I don't think we have the kind of fan base where they're really clamoring for the Patreon post.
Yeah.
And people really are excited to see what we're making. I think we need to make something exciting first that people want to see.
Yeah.
And then the natural progression from that is to do that. But I think doing it now, I feel like it's going to fall flat and it's going to discourage you. And I don't want you to get discouraged. I'd rather you just have fun writing the Patreon post. And if you want to make yourself a schedule or something, I'll help you do it. But I don't think it should be based on putting some of the posts on the Patreon behind a paywall.
Yeah.
I think you can just make it schedule and hold yourself accountable using scheduling software without needing it to be attached to that. That's my take on it.
Yeah, it's a good take.
That sounds awesome. The Animated Moon. I'm really happy that you're doing that. Making sure you're taking breaks and watching series and stuff. Was I there when Rocco told his overworked story? I wasn't. I think I'd left.
I don't think so.
I think I went to bed at that point. Let me just check back on what Little Puffling said.
Okay, yeah.
I've had friends who sacrificed their health to do more than was possible. And now they can't work in the industry. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
They can't work because of injury, or?
I'm guessing so. I'm guessing they burnt themselves out to the point where they're unable to work anymore. Scary stuff. At the same time, I think there is value to being on crunch in the cauldron with people who are better than you, because I think it really does push you to have to like stretch to meet that expectation. I think if you're doing it all the time, then that's pretty dangerous. I'm definitely not pro crunch.
Yeah.
But I am pro being in it with your team all together, everyone engaged 100%.
I think you shouldn't plan with crunch in mind. I think if crunch happens, then it can be an experience that's valuable in teaching you like how not to do that. And I think you do, as you said, I think there's a difference between crunching and being driven. I think if you're driven and you're choosing to put more work in than is required of you, then you can sort of like pull on the throttle and release it at your kind of like freedom. But I think if it's an expectation that you need to crunch in order to finish something, and that everyone around you is crunching and the expectation is you're crunching, then I think that's unhealthy. And if your workplace is demanding that of you, then it's exploitative.
Yeah.
If you're doing like a weekend game jam or like a 48-hour game jam where it's a short burst of like camaraderie and you're working together and it's all under the same, flying under the same banner, then I think that's a really cool and uniting experience where you can make friends and kind of like you're all under the gun. And
some of my best memories are from the ends of projects where you're like trying to push to get something done.
Yeah. Like working on Starlight Brigade was a real uphill battle, but it was like
everybody was like, this is worth it.
Yeah,
I'm in. I want to do this.
I think one of the big worries you had was, am I expecting too much from the team?
Yeah, I'm expecting them to work as much as I push myself, because I understand the way I push myself isn't necessarily.
But I think
healthy.
you always were trying to give people room to let you know. You were like, if you would be like, do you think you can do this in this time? Let me know if not, and we can plan around that. It wasn't, you got to do this in this time. Bye.
Yeah, definitely. If you can't do it, just let me know, and we'll figure out how to adjust the schedule for it. Because, well, that's the thing. It's like, if I find it hard to schedule myself, it's just as hard to schedule anyone else.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, everyone works at different rates. Everyone has different stuff going on. It's really hard to know whether what you're expecting of people is reasonable or not.
Yeah. And I think we were lucky that we were working with clients who were like, hey, we know you're putting in good work and it'll be done when it's done. Can you let us know roughly when you think you will be done, because we need to plan around that time, and so we can be flexible with what you're doing. We just need to know a little bit more in advance so that we're not like doing everything last minute. And that's amazing. That's reasonable. That's a reasonable expectation, and that's open communication, and that was really cool.
Yeah. Amazing clients. The kind of freedom you wouldn't expect from other jobs.
But at the same time, we were purposefully over delivering because the opportunity was too good to phone in. So we were aware, all of us, that we were. There's a big reason the character's name is Strive, and the meta of the song, and the approach to what we made. It was all it was very meta, of like, it's crazy to do this, but it's worth it.
I think what I want is to be able to make really cool work, but I want to be able to make really cool work where I finish before the deadline comfortably.
What's that?
That's my aim. Is I want to make really cool work where I finish before the deadline comfortably.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be proud of what I'm making, but also be able to finish with time to spare so I can deliver it.
Well, when you were working on Glim that first time, you were working to 8 hours days, and then you were just chilling out, and it was freaking you out.
It was amazing. I was really freaked out.
And the reason for that is that you didn't let yourself, you did concentrated bursts on what you were working on. You were like, okay, this was going to take me 20 minutes, and you were timing yourself, and then after the 8 hours are done, you're like, I finished. And it wasn't hours poured in because it didn't need to be, because you were prioritizing, you were focused.
Yeah, I need to do that again. Basically. That was really helpful. It did still feel like crunch, I'm gonna say. Because there was still a level of panic about it.
Yeah.
And because I was getting 2 pages done a day, a page every 4 hours, which was really tough. Just because I was getting done in 8 hours doesn't mean that I wasn't pushing myself in those 8 hours, because getting a page done in 4 hours is so hard. Especially when you don't have pencils, you're going straight to inks. So I was finishing after 8 hours, but I was right up against the wire, it felt like, the entire time.
Yeah.
If I could get back to that, though, I would love that because it would give me time to exercise and, you know, take better care of myself overall.
Mm.
You know, imagine I finish in 8 hours and then I can, like, do some exercise, make some food, watch something.
Yeah.
Kezak says, Doig, what are you doing to that pencil? I think he's turning it into a stylus.
Oh, I'm turning it into a brush.
Okay.
What did you think I was?
No one knew what you were doing. No one knew what you were doing. We were all disturbed.
Why are you disturbed?
Because, I don't know, it just started to bloat at the end. I don't like this. I don't like seeing you pull the rubber up. It makes me feel like it's pulling its pants up too high.
You are anthropomorphizing this a little bit too hard.
I am. I don't like it. I don't like seeing you the way that you're twisting it around. We're going back to dick talk. It's true. Well, I might suggest that we close up this stream because I need to put in some focused work time now to try and get this deadline done.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we've been going for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
I've been doing stuff while we chat, but like I need to actually sink myself into it to make proper progress on this.
Yep. So I just want to make a couple of like reminders and announcements. The Anna Morning Challenge for taking a piece of the 7-second study is still on. So if anyone's doing that, I saw Ula did one. It's really cool. So that will be this coming Monday for the stream, depending on the number of submissions we get. Like if we get 2 or 3, we'll do the reviews. And also tomorrow marks a new 1-hour anim. If you're not aware of what that is, check it out on Twitter. There's a cool 1-hour animation challenge that I think Kurzik is streaming around 5 p.m. UK time. So we have a command for that. Check it out. See the hashtag. See all the cool, amazing work that's happening. So that's 5 p.m. tomorrow, and then later on Kurzik's stream, 8 p.m. we're going to be playing more Dark Souls. We're pretty far into the game, but it's still cool and it's chill, and we're having a lot of fun. It's me, Kurzik, and Kevin, who's K7Vin, Moving Doodles. We're going into the DLC. That's right. So it's gonna get tough.
This Frog Grog is great, by the way. I love it.
You love Frog Grog?
Yeah.
Did he post that? I want to show that.
It's in the peg bar. It's fantastic. I love it. Perfect.
I don't know where the peg bar is gonna open up. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. So this is Grog's Dog Swift Sona. But aside from that, that's us for this week. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully by Monday I'll be able to have things fixed. I really hope. You think that's just a fursona? Well, I'm going with what Grog called it.
Amazing. I love it. All right, we have to go. Who are we rating?
Who are we rating indeed? It's a Grog Sona. Let me just click the following button and do our little eye catch. I love the eye catch.
Yo, Sonic Hedgeman, thanks so much for the follow.
Yo, thank you. Yeah, we stream around this time, maybe usually earlier, every weekday. So hope to see you again.
A fellow Sonic fan, I see. Yep, I'm gonna go and heat up this coffee so it's hot again.
Nice.
Microwave time, baby. Oh, and then I'm gonna listen to some chill out music or a podcast and just get this done.
Cool. Pick a hand, India.
Left.
I don't know which one you mean.
that one?
This one. Domo. We're rating Domo. Domo's a really cool comic artist.
Everyone
he's-
having an awesome weekend. I can't believe it's Friday.
Yeah.
Wow, it feels like Thursday, but everybody will probably... I'm going to try my best to stream this weekend some Breath of the Wild. I have a lot of work to do this weekend, but I'm going to try. I've been inspired by Mike bringing up the fact that I managed to get 8-hour days on the last Glim book. I'm going to try and schedule myself better and see if I can get that this weekend and still get everything done. We'll see.
Okay.
See you guys.
Take care, everyone. And may the rest
Of your day
be filled
with
adventure.
adventure.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.